Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of War Thunder. As most of you know, patch 1.47 is going to be coming out pretty soon, and an effect of that will be save files, replay files becoming unviewable. So that's basically the point of this episode, to record all my replay files and show them for you all to watch. Stuff that I didn't think would be good in videos on their own. Unfortunately, most of them are mainly crash landings and stuff like that. For some reason they're quite popular when I look at my what people are viewing. So maybe you'll enjoy it. There are one or two that aren't crash landings, but I hope you're still enjoying them. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Now, my first video wasn't actually a crash landing, but as such, as you can see, I'm in the Mosquito. Can't remember its name. Mosquito FB Mark 18, and it's a ground attack aircraft. And as you can see, I'm diving in on the target. I've got that big 57mm cannon in the nose, and I'm just diving for the target to get some kills. Unfortunately, I rather underestimated my own speed, 400 miles or so at the moment. And coming up to the tank, take the shot, but I missed. But I decided to stay on and try and get the kill, and yeah, that happened. But have no fear, mosquitoes have no need for props, as you will see. I dived in, got one kill. I think I managed to get like another 4 or 5 tank kills without any propeller during multiple runs. I turned this into a ground attack version of the Comet, which was also intended to just use its momentum to attack bombers long after its engines had lost all their fuel. And well, I managed to get another 2 kills at least. It was a while ago, so maybe remembering it wrong. But I think I did pretty good. Okay, I didn't actually do it over multiple strafing runs. Like I said, it was a while ago, so I'm kind of forgetting. But I still managed to double the amount of kills I had and successfully land. I'm pretty sure I successfully landed. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. A bit of ground fire or enemy aircraft, but somewhat landed it successfully. I suppose it does count as a crash landing, possibly. But yeah, that was the first replay file. Now, this next video wasn't actually a crash landing video. As you can see, I'm again in the Mosquito Mark 18, and I'm deciding to ground attack against a bunch of tanks. And I managed to get a pretty long range kill in one of them. I've sped it up a little bit to get to that point. It doesn't happen until about 6 minutes in. So you can see I'm doing reasonably well. I've taken out a few tanks. I did do quite well overall, but at the beginning not too great. But I'm getting quite good shots into them most of the time. Getting quite a few kills, and get to about 5 minutes 55. And you'll see I managed to get a kill at about a kilometre. Kilometre point 2.3, I believe. Now, you don't actually see the shot for some reason. They'll speed it up a little bit. But you did see the camera go up a little bit there, I believe. And if you look in the distance, tank exploded. And down at the bottom left, you got medium tank destroyed. Now, like I said, that was yesterday. You don't see the distances on here. Click this. No, it doesn't show up. But I believe that was 1.2 to 1.3 kilometres, which is probably my longest range shot yet. Okay, it was against a ground target, AI ground target at that, but it was a pretty good shot, and my longest range shot, and I thought it was something worth showing. Now, the next crash landing was while doing domination on Britain. As you can see, I'm in a PE2, just sort of dogfighting about, because the base was captured. I was trying to capture it, but then when I respawned, it'd been captured, so I was in a bit of a useless position. But I decided to start dogfighting or using it as a gunship. And you can see we're going pretty fast, 230 odd miles an hour. And I go into, well, I lose my elevators and we hit the ground at, yeah, about 230 miles an hour and survive. I mean, we lose all of, the plane's unflyable, but every single one of the crew seems to survive. Sound goes a bit quiet at this point for some reason, but obviously I couldn't repair, but, you know, it was quite a high-speed collision and it was pretty lucky to survive that. Well, now, the next clip is also a crash landing. Well, I think it's safe to say most of these clips are crash landings, hence the title. But as you can see, I'm in the P51 player view. I keep forgetting to go to player view. see, I tried to dive on some targets and didn't do too well. Engine sounds cut out. I keeps doing that at that specific point, because I've tried doing this a few times, and every time it gets to that point it cuts out. But again, been set on fire. We're going about 270 miles an hour. Now I've cut speed and tried turning the engine off, but too late, and at 240 miles an hour we hit the ground. Still on fire, so my efforts to put it out didn't actually work anyway. But again, another high speed crash, which people usually seem to enjoy. Oh, clicked the wrong thing, but go on to the next video. Now this video is again a crash landing. You can see I'm in the R10 trying to defend the airbase, the airfield. You can see in the distance there are some tanks or AA trucks. I think they're tanks, but so I've been just trying to bomb them. Somebody actually beat me to it in quite a cool display. I took out, I think, the last tank, or nearly took out the last tank. Unfortunately, my next bombing run went extremely wrong. Slow it down a little bit. Now my missile actually hit it, dropped the bombs, but at about 260 miles an hour. I think our wing clipped the floor first, but for some reason that didn't flip us over and kill us. We actually still managed to land relatively flat and then proceeded to do about, I don't know, 4 or 5 spins. Probably one of my cooler landings, crash landings, because of speed, the spinning, and, you know, the fact I should have actually died. Now this last video is actually unusual in that I somehow managed to survive a ramming attack. Trying to get to the right player view. Now, as you can see, I'm trying to strafe various landing craft. Sped it up a little bit. It's only a short match, but you know, don't want to be wasting loads of time. And you know, I strafed these lot, and I started going for another bunch of landing craft in front of me, and I got attacked by a Bearcat. Now I should point out this ram was accidental, from what I can tell. That's weird. Don't know why it lagged a bit there. Oh, it's going. Replay's going through one of its weird loading screens. You may have seen a bit of gunfire. There's the Bearcat up there. Now, I'm going to slow it down a little bit. And I'm going to go to, what's the word, free view. Trying to find the right. Unpaused it. I had to pause it for a few seconds. Now I've started attacking him. As you can see, I did get hit, but managed to pull out of it. It's weird. None of us seem to have actually taken any damage. If we go to free camera again, try and see where the other guy's gone. If it would move a little bit faster. Yeah, he seems to have survived as well. So we both recovered well out of that. I don't know what actually caused that. That was weird. Never had that bit there before in the replay. He did unfortunately shoot me down like a few seconds later. But yeah, that was pretty good. I've never seen 2 planes both hit each other and both survive. So I thought that was pretty noteworthy to put in. Especially, you know, good ending point for the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Leave feedback. Could always do with more feedback. I'd actually like to know whether you prefer narration in these videos, or if you just prefer the clips put up as they are. Because I never know. I always put the narration in, you know, but I never, because I want to put as much effort into it as I can, but I don't know if that's kind of counterproductive with these short clips. So yeah, leave your thoughts on that. Subscribe if you'd like these sorts of videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.